We have to change from doubter to believer.
Hello everyone. I was going to do a post Fulham video with players ratings, but I just thought, what is the point? I mean, I don't think you'll be expecting me to give any higher ratings than a 5 for each player, so I'm not going to bother with Fulham. But not just because I'm being lazy or anything like that, or because there's no point. There's no point in me in doing a post Fulham one, because to be honest with you, there's games coming every 3 days at the moment anyway, so I haven't really got the time to be doing so many videos, because then I just will end up burning myself out again like I did last time. So yeah, Leipzig, massive game, season defining game in any way of putting it, and yeah, 2-0 up. I'm pissed off, to be honest with you. I'm really peed off the fact that it's not at Anfield, because Manchester City got to play their second leg at the Etihad. So why are we not playing our second leg at Anfield? Why do we have to go back to Hungary? It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, Paul, mate. So yeah, I'm not happy about the fact that we haven't got Leipzig at Anfield. I really ain't. But having said that, with the form at Anfield at the moment, you probably don't want to play them there. But we've got to go again. We've got to, pick our chins up off the ground, and it's hard. I mean, I'm 37 now, 37 years old, and I've never seen us ever lose 6 in a row at Anfield. In fact, I don't even know why I'm saying that, because nobody's ever seen us lose 6 in a row at Anfield, because it's the first time it's ever happened. But Klopp needs our support, and I've just been reading the Gary Neville. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I agree with absolutely every single word that Gary Neville said, and he's right, because it coincides with what the director of Borussia Dortmund said as well, that they made the mistake of getting rid of Klopp when their season went downwards like it's doing at the moment, whereas they should have got rid of the team. And maybe that's what has to happen now. And I know a lot of you don't like hearing them words, but sometimes a team, it is done its course, and I reckon some of the players in our starting 11 have ran their course. And I'm with Robbie Fowler, and you all know this, you've been on the group from day one with me, most of you. I'm with Robbie Fowler. If anybody wants to go, I do not care who they are, sell them, get rid. Simple as that. Because the minute you start having, Klopp used to say it 2 years ago, I want people to help come and push the train, not just come and jump on it. And that is exactly Klopp's motto. And he's come out and said it this week, that if people don't want to sign for him, if they're not in the Champions League next season, or don't want to sign an extension because they're not in the Champions League next season, then they're not the players that Jurgen Klopp wants at this football club. And that's it. And all this about Steven Gerrard coming, it's too early for Steven Gerrard. That will not happen. And I'll tell you why. Because he's absolutely loving it up there. He is absolutely loving it up there. And why would he give up going into the Champions League next year? He's absolutely adored up there. He's a god. I mean, honestly, he's just loved up there now as he is here in Liverpool. Why would he give that up? He's going to be in a guaranteed title race every season. He's going to be guaranteed trophies, more or less, every season. Of course he's under pressure in Scotland. People say it's a 2-horse race, but yeah, that makes it even more pressure, because they have to win every game. So I can't see Steven Gerrard leaving until he's bored, basically, until he's done everything there is to do at Rangers. So let's not try and get this twisted. We have the best manager in the world as manager of Liverpool Football Club in Jurgen Klopp, the best. I don't care about Pep Guardiola winning the league this season, because he does it by spending a 1.3 billion on players, right? He does it with no net spend. He does it with just going, by the way, first season I finished 4th, didn't win a single trophy. Here you go, Dubai. Buy me £400 million worth of defenders. Didn't need to sell to buy them players. They didn't need to do anything. They went and cheated with financial fair play. Still got away with it. Still got into everything else. He can get to rotate. He doesn't have to rotate in the cups really, because he keeps getting League One and League Two teams. I mean, their draws in the domestic cups over the last 3 years have been embarrassing. So at the end of the day, there's nobody better than Jurgen Klopp to manage Liverpool, and I can't believe there's even been even the odds at the bookies are 7-1 that he'll get sacked. It's not going to happen. What needs to happen is that, and you know, everyone in this group that I've always backed Fenway Sports. Well, I won't be backing them this summer if they do not back Jurgen Klopp, because now is the time, because most of that team has ran its course. And I'll tell you why, because Klopp has ran every single bit of energy out of them players for 3 years. And I just think it's took its toll on them, it really has. And I agree with a little piece I was reading about Dortmund saying that maybe that's what Klopp shows a little bit too much loyalty to some of his players when they have passed the sell-by date. And if you look at our front three, and I'll keep going back to this, one's 1 year off 30 and the other two are 2 years off 30. So them days of chasing corner to corner to corner to corner to corner to corner to corner, gegenpress and whatever it's called, they're more or less gone. Diego Jota's going to be the young legs in that front three now. So you need to, and I'll go back to it and I'll keep going back to it, you need to cash in on maybe like we did Coutinho. Look how well that worked. Like Fowler said, we sold Coutinho, we brought in Alisson and we brought in Van Dijk. Why can't we sell Mohamed Salah? And I always use the two I pick as my option. I would bring in a Jack Grealish and an Erling Haaland. That's what I would do. So they're the two I'd pick. And this is maybe what we've got to do. Then that stops people like, like Salah's wage bracket's right up there. That brings the wage bracket down a little bit, then stops people demanding to be on the same as them. Because I can't see like Haaland or Grealish. That was an example, like I say. I know a lot of you on here don't like Grealish, but I do. Let me tell you something now. In the 6 defeats we've had at Anfield, if Grealish was in midfield, I guarantee you we wouldn't have lost 6 in a row, because every game I watch him in, he's gliding by people. And if his name was Grealishio or he was Brazilian, everyone would be licking his arse. It's because he's English. That's what does me head in as well. But yeah, I've had a long time to think today whilst I was working on my break, and I was thinking, right, shall I do a video tonight? And this is going to be more or less just a little chat, and then about Leipzig. Leipzig now will be coming here they'll be smelling blood. Well, not in coming here, are they? It's hungry. They'll be looking at that game with Fulham and thinking, we could beat Liverpool easily 2-0 and take it to extra time and penalties. That's what they'll be thinking. We need a little bit of a plan B, but I don't think we have got a plan B. I was going to say, could we play counter-attack? Could we maybe pack the midfield and play one up front? Why? Why do we have to go and chase this game? Why do we have to go all out and try and, win it to 1-0, 2-0? We're 2-0 up. They need 3 goals. Or do we just play our game and just hope we win in playing that way? But at the moment, playing our usual game isn't working. So I would go with maybe doing that. I would go with maybe playing a 4-4-2 just for this game. Get it packed in the midfield. Make it compact in the midfield and just have 2 up top. Even just have one behind the main striker. You could have Sadio on his own up top, or Salah on his own up top, and have someone, or Bobby, just behind him. Just play a 4-4-1-1. Don't have to commit too many forward. We don't have to go all gung-ho with 2-0 up. And I keep saying this, if we can get to the later rounds of the Champions League and then Big Verge comes back, the lift that will give the club, the fans and the first 11. I mean, can you imagine Verge and Fabinho as our main centre-backs for the latter rounds or the late stages of the Champions League? I think that would be an absolute bazooka of a flipping target for, or of a weapon, I mean, for Klopp. But, we're all hurting, it's not nice, and I know like sometimes we all disagree, we all support the team in different ways, but we're all red at the end of the day. We don't like losing. Who does? And especially when the Mancs are now piping up, even though they've not won a trophy. They'll probably win the Europa League knowing them. That's what they're like. They did it under Mourinho, and then that'll be them thinking they're back again. The fact they bottled listen, they say we've bottled the Premier League. I can guarantee you now we haven't fucking bottled it. Sorry for swearing, but we haven't bottled it. We've had 20 different centre-back partnerships. You don't win titles with that, right? You just don't. And then that's not even mentioning the midfield injuries we've had as well, right? Man United have had a full strength squad all season and have spent around about 200 million more than us net, right? They've bottled the league every season, so we haven't. So if you're listening to Mancs at the moment on social media, I suggest you just mute them like I do. But yeah, Leipzig. I'm just going to have a quick drink because I've been talking too fast like I always do. And then I'm going to read out the preview for Leipzig. Looking forward to it, I am. Sometimes it's nice to have a change of competition to sort of take your mind off the, the pressiness of the campaign at the moment in the league. Right, so here's my preview for Leipzig. So, Liverpool might welcome a return to the UEFA Champions League action, given them mounting domestic struggles. Defending a 2-0 first leg lead following a record 6th consecutive home league defeat at the weekend, playing at a neutral venue might release the shackles somewhat for a side that hasn't registered a goal in open play at Anfield this calendar year. I still can't believe that we haven't scored from open play at Anfield this year, and we're now on March the 8th. Now unbeaten in 11 UEFA competition games against German clubs, won 8 and drawn 3, the Reds have kept clean sheets in 5 of their last 7 Champions League knockout matches as a designated home side. Furthermore, they've only lost once to a German side in fixtures played on neutral territory, won 3, drawn 1. And I've never failed to progress after holding a first leg lead in a European competition. So we've never ever failed to not progress after holding a first leg lead in Europe. Nevertheless, their recent results have proved that such records are there to be broken, and that must be offer confidence to Leipzig, who travel in good domestic form. They lie second in the Bundesliga following a 3-0 win over Freiburg on March the 6th, having won their last 8 domestic matches, 3 of the last 4-0 after scoring 2+ goals. Furthermore, their 5 previous UEFA fixtures against English clubs held anywhere produced an average of 3.2 goals per game. 1-3, drawn 2. No, sorry, 1-3, lost 2. However, needing to win by 2 clear goals at 90 minutes here to avoid exit in the competition, they're aiming for something they've only ever managed in 2 of the previous 10 Champions League away games. They've won 5, drawn 1 and lost 4, although they did win 1-0 at Tottenham Hotspur at this stage last term. The players to watch are Sadio Mane, netted for Liverpool in the first leg and has scored in his last 3 competitive goals between the 55th and the 70th minute. Similarly, Leipzig's Yunus Poulsen has bagged his last 6 competitive goals between the 55th and 80th minute. Hot streak. Each of Liverpool's last 3 competitive matches featured a goal between the 40th and the 50th minute. Right, these are the will not plays. Joe Gomez, Jordan Henderson, Kabach saying he's out with a hip injury, Kelleher knock, Matip ankle, Van Dijk knee, Firmino is questionable, and for them Hasselberg, Lima, Orban, Zabitzer and Sobosal are all out. Angelino is a doubt as well. So there we go. So that's the little preview I'm going to do for Leipzig. Tomorrow we'll be doing prediction videos and team news. Obviously Wednesday I'll be doing my usual live, and I'm going to go live for Leipzig. I'm going to go live for the whole watch along because it's on BT Sports, a little bit quicker than my Sky Sports that I stream via Now TV. So yeah, I hope you're all well. Keep, like I say, we'll go again and we'll come back, but it's going to take 2 things, well 3 things actually in the summer. 1, the fans back. They need to be back from the start of next season. 2, Klopp to still want to do the job, because I do worry about him losing heart with him losing his mother and just being totally down. Let's hope he doesn't take a sabbatical. Let's hope he stays. And 3, FSG have to back him in the transfer market. Right, that's Craig Farragher, by the way, so he's going to get a bollocking when I answer this because he's supposed to know I'm live. Hello. Just live, mate. No, I'll just end the live video now. I just thought I'd do it on the video so you can see it. It'd be funny. Yeah. Right. What was I going to say? Just ring me back in 2 minutes, mate. Yeah. All right. Ta. I just got him there on purpose so he sees it. Anyway, so I hope you're all well. It's lovely and sunny in Liverpool today, you know. And honestly, I'm looking at today, even just the weather, as a little thing of brighter days to come. And like I said, there'll be a barbecue. I'm going to do a barbecue in Stanley Park for the Crystal Palace game. So you're all welcome. Come free. There'll be beers. There'll be burgers, steaks, whatever. We're going to do the whole lot. You're welcome to come. I'm sure we're going to be able to gather on the 23rd of May, for God's sake, but you never know with this country, do you? So brighter times are ahead. You'll be back at games soon, and you'll be back at football soon. Just remember that this is a freak season that we all can't stand, and to be honest with you, I can't wait to see the back of it. I really can't. Let's hope we win the European Cup just to make it worthwhile. But speak to you all soon. You'll never walk alone.